Okay, a story about a baby bird named Lula. Lula was not here yet. She was only a tiny egg, just barely laid, only a few hours ago. But Lula was about to become the luckiest baby bird ever. Because Lula's mom put 4 eggs in her nest. And she was going to have 4 baby birds, brothers and sisters. 3 baby birds, brothers and sisters. However, something very unexpected happened. For very far away, there was a small turtle that was laying eggs in the seashore. But just as the turtle was laying eggs in the seashore, a tornado came from out of nowhere. Everything started blowing away with the wind, higher and higher. And the tornado, so the mama turtle that was laying the eggs swam back into the ocean quickly. Not swam, but ran back into the ocean from the beach quickly and went underwater. But the tornado captured some of the eggs and flew them right up in the air. And one of those eggs flew super, super high, and then a wind carried it like 1,000 kilometers somewhere else. And then it dropped from out of the sky in the middle of baby Lulu's nest when Mama Bird was not there. And so Mama Bird came back with worms for his birds, and suddenly felt something funny. She said, "Wait a moment. Didn't I have one less egg when I left here?" And so she looked at the egg, but she didn't understand math because birds are not great at math. And so she thought, maybe I laid another egg last night and I forgot about it. Oh well, now I have 5 mouths to feed. And with that, she forgot about the whole issue and continued guarding the eggs until they started hatching. First was Lola, second was Lala, third was Lalo, and the last was Lula, baby Lula. Wait, that was not the last. For just a week later, when everybody thought that the 5th brother was never going to be born, it emerged Manuelita. Manuelita was a baby turtle. But the birds had no clue. Manuelita came from thousands of kilometers away, so they had never seen a baby turtle before, not even a grown-up one. A sea turtle anyways. And so they just thought that this was another bird and decided to treat it as one of his brothers. And so the mom, when she came back from a hunt to bring some food, noticed that the 5th, one of his eggs had hatched, but that bird looked nothing like the other birds. However, she saw her other birds and noticed that they all loved Manuelita so much. And so she thought, I must have forgotten about how birds looked like last night. I think baby Lula, had a very forgetful mama. Anyways, and so she started feeding the turtle just as much as the birds. And they all started growing. But the birds started getting feathers, and the turtle was getting no feathers. And everybody thought, that's odd. Aren't you supposed to need feathers to fly? And the turtle said, feathers? I have 4 legs. You only have 2. I'm going to be fine. And so when Mama Bird came to feed them and saw that 4 of her birds have feathers and the 5th bird didn't have any feathers, she thought, that's odd. I thought all birds were supposed to have feathers. How is Manuelita going to fly? And then she thought, I must have forgotten about where she left her feathers last night. It's okay. Because Manuelita's adopted mother was really forgetful. And so one day it was time for the birds to take their first flight. And so Mama Bird showed them how to do it by pushing Lalo out the nest. And Lalo stumbled to fly as best as she could and tumbled down into the earth. And then she pushed Lolo. And Lolo stumbled and stumbled while flapping his wings, scared because he was falling fast, but managed to take flight. And then she pushed Lulu and finally Lola. And they all stumbled and fly. And then she looked at Manuelita. And guess what? Manuelita had already descended the tree by walking. And he was in perfect shape down the bottom when all the other birds were all banged up because they had crash landed. That was their first flight. And so everybody was impressed with Manuelita. And Mama Bird came down and said, I don't remember pushing Manuelita off the nest. Oh, well, maybe I did it last night and I must have forgotten. Because Lulu's mom was very forgetful. And so one day, all the birds started chirping around and looking around to see what they could eat. And Manuelita started following them, and they got to the shore. It was the shore for the ocean, but very far away from where Manuelita's egg had been lifted by the storm. And so Manuelita recognized the shore, and that was her home. She felt immediately attracted to the water and wanted to swim, and so she walked into the water and started swimming and became a sea turtle. And Mama Bird came down to the shore and saw her 4 birds left and thought, well, that's strange. Didn't I used to have 5 birds? Maybe I never did and I forgot about it last night. Oh well. And that's the story about the turtle that was raised by a bird and then became a turtle again. The end.
Yay, best story ever.
Good night, Pequeñín.
Good night.